everyone. Hello. How are you today? Lorraine here. Thanks for joining me on this bright and sunny Monday. I am apologizing for Friday as I didn't get a chance to make a video. So I hope you were not too upset about me. I apologize, but welcome back and thank you for joining me. How was your weekend? It's Monday, so I will be enjoying a nice little cup of coffee and a frog in my throat. I had a good weekend. I didn't do any walks. Did you guys do any walks? What did I do? Well, I made some brownies because I thought, hey, if we are all self-isolating, we could get creative. I never bake. I have like numerous nightmare stories about things not turning out with baking. Me and baking, we don't really get along. We talk, I enjoy it. I enjoy baking, eating it. I enjoy the act of eating baking, but to actually bake, so it actually turned out. I was impressed. I kind of had a nice little, I got to use my nice bowls I have. I have a lot of nice bowls. I have a lot of nice utensils for baking, but I personally am a horrible baker. And that's okay. So maybe you're a better baker than me. Maybe you are a cook. I know one thing I like to do is cook soup. I love to cook soup. Maybe I will do that today. Make a nice big pot of soup. Homemade soup is the best. So maybe that's something you want to try. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to give you a list of things we're going to need today. So we are going to need construction paper. Now I got a note from someone that they don't always have a lot of art supplies around, a friend of mine. So I'm going to actually use for the demo, I'm going to use, can you guys tell what this is? My favorite gum ever, cinnamon dentine. So I'm going to use this, and I have a flyer from my mailbox. I'm going to use that as well. Okay, so I would say glue stick, paper, pencil, scissors, and flyers or construction paper. If you have the construction paper, perfect. But if you don't have access to art materials at this time, let's use that. So run along, go grab them, and I'll see you back here in 2 minutes. So thank you again. So one of the things I wanted to share with you is I've been an artist for a long time. So like a long time. And what I found in my cleaning was a brochure that I did like 15 years ago of some of my work I want to share with you. So here are some of my older pieces that have since sold. So they look small in a brochure, but actually this one was about 6 feet long. And then you open it up and we have some birch trees in there. We have some wheat, some clematis and poppies, of course, and then a fern. So here are some of the older projects that I have painted. Like I say, they have since sold, but a nice little way to remember them. And it inspires me to maybe do another painting like this again, or maybe do another birch tree again, because I love birch trees. So remember I said going for a walk and being inspired by nature? That is totally how I refuel and regenerate my artistic vision. Simple as going for a walk, noticing the blue sky, noticing, well, right now there's still snow, but when the snow melts, noticing the green of the grass, all that good stuff. Okay, so thanks for joining me. We're going to get started again. So what I want you guys to do is grab your scissors, and we are going to cut little strips of paper. So all I did was I grabbed I'm going to do this backwards. Look how talented I am. Woo! So just cutting little strips like this. So I already pre-cut some, and I'll show you how I'm going to reuse this. So my dentine box here, I'm just going to cut little strips like this. And then I didn't tell you what we're actually going to do today, so I wanted to leave it a surprise, but we're actually going to do paper quilling. So if you ever are bored and you want to look up paper quilling on the internet, just go paper quilling, and it's like Quilling, paper quilling. And it's actually a really cool technique to get some texture and form with something as simple as paper. And even better, I'm going to show you how to use trash to make it. So what I would do is grab your paper. So I said a paper or a canvas panel. So I'm just going to use this paper as the demo. My one I want to show you is on illustration panel. So you can either just draw something, right, and learn to create it. Again, you can watch this from start to finish, get the vision of what we're doing today, and then play it again and do it along with me. So I'm just going to leave this blank. I'm not actually going to pre-plan this time, but what I will do is grab my glue stick here. And you want a lot of glue. Okay, so I got my old glue stick here, gluey. Hello, glue stick. I'm going to apply lots of glue. So see, I'm just smushing it all on. So apply the glue to where you like so. And then here's the coolest part. So we're actually going to take our pencil. Hello pencil. I have like bags and bags of these. I use these all the time. So we're going to take our pencil. I'm going to grab the flyer so it's a bit thinner. And I'm actually going to, show you here, roll. So I tucked it in there and roll that paper nice and tight. So you see it's nice and tight? Hello! Slide it off, and then you end up with this awesome little curl. And then what you would do is place the curl right on the paper. So depending on your idea, but you see how that color comes through. So I'm going to try one more with that dentine package. So dentine is red. So again, I want the outside color out. So I'm going to start with, so here's my outside color. And I'm going to turny. Look at that. Turn away. Slide it off. And then place it on. I'm going to show you one more time here. And then place it on. So you can see how you're getting that variation of color and form. So just let your imagination run wild. I'll do one more to show you. Just let your imagination run wild. If you needed some black, go through your garbage. Go garbage picking. It's okay. You're an artist. So go through your garbage, see what kind of black material you could use. Again, you want paper. So whether it's construction, so this is a lot easier to turn. Like so. Slidey. Get a wee nice little curl there. You see that, eh? Look at that. Ooh. And then, I'm going to show this again on camera. Just place it, keep it nice and tight. Place it where you want, right on the paper. And look at that. So again, if you needed black, if you needed something like, maybe an old green color that you found. Flyers are awesome. Newspaper, not so much, because newspaper is pretty mushy as far as the rigidness of paper. But cereal boxes, Jello boxes, anything you find, try it. Just try curling it. If it doesn't work, it's garbage anyway. You can even buy some fancy paper. So I had some fancy paper laying around, but I'm like, Jeep Ukrainian woman, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to keep this for something special, and it's been sitting here for 3 years. So, but you can use beautiful paper like this, or you can use trash like this. This is garbage, but you get the same effect, right? So you can see on the edge there. So let your imagination run wild. You can have a lot of fun with this. And so for my final, I wanted to share with you, I did use construction paper for this, and what I found is it kept the curl nice and tight. So depending on your, like this was kind of easier to work with. So just play with the different, so you can see this is a bit thicker. The dentine box is thicker than the magazine. And you can use magazine too. This is like a magazine material. If you have some old magazines running around. But let me show you my final here. So I did it with construction paper. So you can see I got a bit crafty with the fold of the paper. I made like, basically I just folded, so if this was this, took my little piece and I just folded in half and then laid it down like a leaf and then filled it in with curlies. Same with this guy, the stem, because it's looking like a lupin. I'll let you get really close there. And you see the color variations, pretty cool. And the greens and the browns. I got really fancy with the paper. But you know what, if you got really crafty and used some garbaggio around, excellent. I would love to see that. All right, so that's what we're doing today. I hope you enjoy. That's paper quilling. Look it up on the internet. There's a lot of cool samples about it. I love it because it gives that dimension to art. And then again, it makes you think outside the box, which I always love. So there you go, guys. So one thing I want to share with you first is our project tomorrow. We are going to have loads of fun. Tomorrow we're going to paint. So I have a really cool technique. So if you have a canvas panel, that'd be awesome. Or just a board or just a piece of cardboard, that would work too, because we're going to actually paint it black. So we're going to use paintbrush, canvas panel, or any of those other materials I just mentioned, black paint and white paint. Okay, so we're going to need those 4 things for a super cool project. Not too much material we need for that, something that we can make super cool. But before you go, I want to show you this one little thing. So you know I'm obsessed with birds. So I want to share this little guy with you. So this is one of my, it's not finished yet, but this is one of my prints I put on black panel. And he is one of my favorite pieces I've ever done. Can you guys see him there? So a lot of people say he's got the sweetest little face, which I love. I remember painting him. It's funny, I don't remember what I really did 2 days ago, but I'll remember painting him. I have the weirdest memory. Well, I'll remember what I did 2 days ago, but it will be like, what did I eat? I can't remember. But I'll remember painting, like the time I painted this guy. I remember things like that. So I hope you enjoy him. He is the love of many of my pieces. I love this guy. But again, he was just painted on with acrylic paint and a piece of panel, actually, a piece of wood. So you can get creative with art. I know I do. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know, send me art. I love to see all your art. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay, thanks guys. See you later. Bye.